Hello, hello, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS here on the Aberration Investigation server, everyone. I am one of your lovely hosts today. I am Noodle or Pasta or Udon, or whichever variation thereof y'all are feeling like. And I am bringing a bird boy who is going to experience the horrors of Animas shopping because when you have a family like him, um, there's a lot of shopping to do, and it's very difficult to find places where none of them are, so you don't accidentally run into any of your family that you're shopping for and spoil their gifts. Oh god. So he is going back to his hometown today, and he's gonna run into some fun new faces that are brought by my absolutely wonderful, lovely friend who I am going to say so many nice things about, you fool, because you let me start again. Haha.
Uh, No! The horrors. The
You fool.
horrors. I'm being affectioned to death.
Get
Um
affectioned, idiot.
being affectioned to death. This is so rude. And already my encoding preset is overloaded.
This is why we have a backup recorder. This is why. We're good. We're cool. I pat you.
We're good, we're cool, we're chill. I'm not freaking out about it. Hi, I'm Whirlwind Gale, also known as Gale, also known as Whirlwind, also known as the person who is praying this FPS doesn't get lost to the ether again.
Hats you.
And I am here and I am playing new characters who I am very excited about and I'm very excited to bring towards you because Noodle has been so kind in indulging me and
Hee.
I have brain rot about my blurbos. So,
Right.
pa, pa, pa,
We
pa,
set
let's go.
we set our scene in Crowhelm, which is a small transient trading town on the easternmost, I can word, I'm so good at words, easternmost edge of UPA, right along that big trading route of a river between UPA and Jubilee. And because trading vessels need places to stop, well, you start out with one dock and then many, and it grows and branches out like an ever expanding tree. And this market today is filled with a wide menagerie of colors and noise, and many real kind and tunes harking their wares. Just anything and everything under the sun that happened to be there. And we shift our focus to specifically one tune, who has come here because he got tipped off by a certain old bird who accompanies him most everywhere these days, that there are rare cheeses for sale, and he has recently acquired a new little sister who does like cheese a lot. So, with bounty in hand, Jubilee is still mostly perusing along these docks, walking along the bridges between each, and quite familiar with the space. It's he grew up here after all. But there's more to see, more to look about, and he has family to shop for. He actually has money right now. He's not stealing here. He's not going to steal anything here because oh boy, this is the one place he can't steal because
Aw.
people know him.
Yep.
Hmm.
This is probably where Jubilee like practiced his sleight of hand skills growing up, and now they're just
Yeah.
so wise to his tricks.
Oh, absolutely. No, this market was 100% where he got good at stealing and pickpocketing. But you know, when you grow up here, people know you, and people will go, happen to tell your dad, who is the person who's kind of in charge here, that you stole from them again. And then you get in trouble for it because you shouldn't steal from people. Yeah, it's fine. He's learned after good few years. Don't worry.
Fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Fine.
In the market today, there happen to be some new faces, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jubilee, roll perception.
Let's see. All right, because he's very good at this. I love his the distance between him and most of our perception rolls. But that's pretty good. That's a 17. He is home. He knows things.
He does know things. So he would definitely know um that, or let me rephrase. He would definitely notice, not really know, but notice, um this is already a very colorful market,
Mhm.
but there are two like flashes of color that are a bit unusual because most colors in this place, they're like banners and rugs and things that people lay out to make their stalls eye-catching and pretty. These colors are people, two
Mm.
very small people. um
Aw. I know their designs. I love these kids.
it's two small children running around the what you calls it, around the market, just from stall to stall, looking at all the pretty things for sale.
Mm.
um One of them is uh a young boy with sort of messy curly blonde hair and a white bone mask that slightly resembles a dragon, which seems to be appropriate given one, his skeleton tank top, and two, the big honkin' pair of dragon wings sticking out of this kid's back and his funny little tail.
Mm.
The
Mhm.
other is a little girl in a red skirt and brown jacket, similarly with dragon like wings and a tail, and little purple nubbin horns sticking out of her head. Uh, and she is eagerly following behind the other one, uh, occasionally pulling away to look at, for example, any passing pets, like little dock cats that tend to stick around, or fish in the water, and tugging on his arm to show him.
Mhm. Man.
These are them.
Damn, the kids. I hold these children so gently. I love them so much, Your Honor. Yeah. Yeah. Juby. Oh, goodness, my voice is not in fantastic shape today. But Juby
Shush,
sees
shush, you're
them.
doing amazing.
And there is nostalgia that hits him because of course there is. It's not hard to imagine two other mischievous children a few years ago who would run through these markets, chasing after each other and causing havoc. These two do not seem to be causing havoc. They seem more well behaved than who he's remembering, which is not hard. Uh,
The bar is on the floor, as one might say.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes you get known as the crime boys for a reason. But um,
Maniacal giggles.
yeah, and but he'll keep an eye on these two as he goes about, and in fact, Blackberry in particular has flitted down from where they were just generally keeping an eye on things and catching back up with the rest of the crows in town because there are a good number of them about. Either mostly out here, there's not as many. It's a lot rarer to see them, but there's one or two hanging about on different boats and other perches.
Hmm.
And
Just checking
yeah.
out what's here.
Yeah.
Something, something merch drop. Anyway.
And yeah, and I would like these kids to make a perception roll.
Okay, for now they have their dad's perception stat because I don't have stat blocks for these kids yet.
That's fair. And it would make sense if it's good because I happened to look back at a certain intro thing we did with them. They have seen this bird before.
Hmm.
Mhm. Let's see how long it takes them to notice.
All right, so from our little warrior, that is a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled a 5 on the dice, plus 15, that's a
Yeah.
20.
Mm-hmm.
He got them survivor senses.
Yeah.
And then from our little princess, that's a 16, 11 plus 5.
Yeah. So our little warrior definitely notices first because probably this old crow is fond of very fond of fledglings. Despite how grumpy they are with their main ward. Uh, wonder why. Uh, they do flit very close to the little warrior first, before alighting on Juby's shoulder. And these two hear something as well that they don't hear from really anyone else in this market. They hear
Mm-hmm.
a very familiar accent, which it's weird because they would have heard this from their uncle and their aunt, but not from anybody else in town. Not on this side of things, at least.
No, no, not on this side.
Hmm.
Uh,
And yeah,
and
you
they
go.
both they both look at each other. Um, the little girl had definitely noticed Blackberry flying by as well, and had probably like pulled out her little magenta notebook and scribbled a note of just um Buenos dias.
Oh. Hmm.
Buenos dias, Blackberry. The
Aw.
little warrior had also like raised a hand to wave.
Hmm. And
Um,
yeah, they
but
certainly see someone who they have not seen before, but who
yeah.
might look kind of familiar to one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so about that, they both are perceiving the Jubilee.
Uh, and they also definitely see Blackberry has landed on his shoulder, and the two of them are bickering back and forth a bit, uh, particularly in front of one of the stalls that has different glittering charms on it. Little things that you would probably like put on an instrument or a weapon hilt. Just,
Shiny things.
yeah, shiny little things. Um, and it sounds mostly like Bird just from Blackberry's side, but Juby's communicating back easily. You can hear half the conversation. It is an argument about a menace and triplets. You can hear that mentioned. And no, this isn't touristy. This is too expensive to be touristy. This doesn't count. We can't get this. No, we already have that. We are already working on a different gift. We can't get more, even though, yes, I know you get crumbs from him. No.
Mm-hmm.
And that sort of thing. And it's like, no. Look, no, I'm almost out of coin, and we can't just go buying random things. No, you're not. You don't want this as a gift for him. You want this as a gift for you. No, no. Okay, watch your tongue. That's not polite. It's not polite. You have to be nice to me here. You have to be nice to me here. You don't get to be rude to me here. No, we're saving it. For later. We're gonna come back for later. I see that stealth roll.
Yeah, while he's having this intense argument with Blackberry,
Mhm.
the two siblings like look at each other and there's the whole silent conversation, dragon to dragon communication going on.
Mhm.
And then they both decide as a unit to stealth over to this boat. And while Jubilee is busily arguing with Blackberry, the little girl like peeks over the counter and holds up her magenta notebook in which is written just trade.
Oh, trade the I think the vendor looks down at this little girl. I didn't plan any vendor NPCs. Oh no. Oh, I'm a fool. Oh, I am a fool. Um, speedrun strats. Yes, this is a the person manning this is a real kind. A gray tiefling with silver hair that is in many intricate braids with her horns swept back, and she looks down at the little dragon and is, "Oh, of course. What do you have to trade for one of my wares?"
Um and she will like pause, tap her chin, and then tap the little purple bracelet on her wrist.
Mhm.
Uh and that is how she opens up hammer space, which roll d10. Boop. Yep.
Mhm.
Um she pulls out a um handful of sparkly gemstones, I think.
Aw.
Just little bits of blue and red and cyan and green.
Aw. And the tiefling behind the counter just she coos because that's adorable and holds out a hand to take the sparklies and gestures to the assortment of crafted charms and is like, "All right, that will get you two of them."
Another little note comes up on the magenta notebook with just gracias.
Oh,
Uh, and then can I have her roll insight on the Jubilee?
uh, yeah, go ahead.
That's a 27.
Yeah, um,
Trying to figure out which ones he wanted.
oh, um, well, the ones I'll say, the ones that he was paying attention to, some of them are absolutely gaudy and look kind of like they were made to be obnoxiously sparkly,
Mm-hmm.
that are just the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. That,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is the shit that you will find in the most touristy of tourist traps. Um, but there's a few others that he was looking at. There are some that are well carved. There are some that are rubies, look like rubies but aren't. They're all glass, but they're inlaid in golden wire and different pretty ornamentation, and there's some that look like different mythical creatures. Um, and I think one of the ones he was looking at was a purple charm that was wrapped in this deep blue wire with little crystals that are shaped almost like teardrops coming from it. That looks very ornamental and very beautiful. It
Ooh.
doesn't have really much symbolism like some of the other ones and is a very far cry from the other sort that he was looking at as well.
Yee. I love that.
Mhm,
So she picks up two of the ones that he was looking at,
mhm,
pauses, reaches up towards her hat, taps one of the little flowers,
mhm.
because she has two roses on her hat, one cyan and one red, and she will leave a cyan rose and a red rose in place of the two that she takes.
Aw.
Uh,
The entire time, Juby has meanwhile stopped arguing with Blackberry as much and is looked down at little dragon kid, just curious.
and uh, the little boy with the bright yellow wellies waves politely goodbye to the nice shopkeeper,
Mhm.
um, and watches as his sister uh, looks over at Jubilee and tugs on his sleeve.
uh, and Juby is a bit confused, but when the little dragon girl tugs on his sleeve, he does like crouch down to be more on her level. Uh, this he's tall. He knows he's tall, but this is a
Mhm.
child, and it's just like, yes. What can I do to help you?
She holds out the two pieces that she just got and puts them in his hands.
He just blink, blink. Uh, I
And then she grabs her brother's hand and runs off.
wait. Hold on. He, very quickly, just the two charms are up into hammer space, and he is chasing after these kids. Like, wait, hang on. No, no, wait, what?
They are both giggling up a storm.
Like, hey, hang on. What? Hey. Uh, and it there may be no plot in Crowhelm, but tropes certainly come into play. And
Indeed.
this is a crowded market with a chase scene happening. There is nonsense afoot. There's
Indeed.
there's colors going everywhere. There's one shop they have to dive through that silks just poof, into the air like crazy. And there's a chicken somewhere. They don't know how the chicken got there. Who brought a chicken here? But there's loud chicken noises suddenly. There's
The little girl stops at the stall with the chicken, pats the chicken on the head, and then runs again.
yes, thank you, gallery as well. There's cabbages that let's see.
No.
Let's see. How did the cabbages fare? Fine. They're fine. Oh,
Oh,
this
can I
stall
flavor
owner.
that?
Yeah.
Can I flavor that? They
Mhm.
almost tip the cabbage cart over, and then the little dragon boy stops, runs back, helps push the cabbage cart upright, pats one of the
Mhm.
cabbages like, there, it's okay," and then runs.
Mhm. They're doing good. The person is like, "Oh, phew, the dragons are gone. It's okay." And then sees Jubilee and is like, "Oh, no, not you." And Juby just straight up vaults over the cart, does not even stop running, does not look back. He has tipped that cart over several times in the past and is getting cursed at as he runs. And just hollers back, "Hey, you can't curse. There's kids here." Um, and
Oh, goodness.
do we say this chase is leading towards a certain house through town?
I don't think quite towards the house
Mhm.
because this is a stranger to them,
Mhm.
but it is leading towards a certain tree.
Yeah. And do you want to roll just contesting decks to see if they can reach the tree first?
Absolutely. I would love to do that. Okay, that is a 13 from her,
Let's do straight decks. Oh, well,
19
that's
from
7.
him. I got a 13 and a 19.
Grand, they'll get to the tree first. Because Juby got a 7, and I know how to flavor why Juby got so low. Um, because he's home, and he doesn't come home often. And all the locals know him because this is not a very big town. It's a village, like smaller than a village even. It's just a handful of buildings. It's not big. Uh and people see him running through town again causing mayhem, and he has to stop and talk to people and pause and be like, "No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I didn't start this. No. No, you don't need to get Raven. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine." And then keep trying to catch up with the kids who gifted him something out of nowhere, and he's so confused what's going on. Uh, and he is definitely the third person to reach the tree and is a little winded because, and he stops at the base of the tree and just,
Have him roll perception.
yeah. Joy, that's a 7. He's
He
probably
sees
caught up.
nothing.
Yeah, no. No, what he does see is birds and just looks up at them so accusatory and just, "You motherfuckers do not get to say anything to Dad. If you say one word, I'm not giving you crumbs. You're not getting any, not a scrap of pastry if you say a word. And I'll know. I'll know you lot. I always know when you lot are being snitches." It's like just slumps against the tree and just like, ugh. Sees nothing else and this has no clue where those kids went. Like, ugh, what am I supposed to do now? Like, did you not even see where they went? They just gave me things. Who just gives someone things? I mean, I, uh,
I think one crow out of the bunch, who has a couple funky little accessories, just seems particularly amused.
mhm. I've had this crowd like he does of course have a speak with animals going because that's just a thing he can do. We love the beast speech invocation for warlocks. Uh,
Mhm.
and of course he's talking to the birds because why wouldn't he talk to these birds? He grew up with these birds. And it's just all
Hey,
right.
actually, Juby roll history.
Yeah. Haha. Cuz I know this bird.
I also know this bird.
That's 2.
Roll again! That's bullshit. Roll again.
That's a 7. He's so smart. His intelligence great. But I think I know how that goes cuz he doesn't recognize this bird.
Mhm. He doesn't. This one hasn't been here for as long as he's known.
Yeah. And just he pauses in the middle of chewing the others out and is like, "Hold on, you're new. Where did you come from? You don't look you don't look like one of hers. You look like one of Dad's."
Um, and if I remember right, you mentioned that all the crows have the little badges.
Yeah, they have the little upside down heart charms.
Mhm.
All the
In
ones of
the
a certain flock do, yes.
in the different colors.
Yes.
This one has very old charm.
Yeah. Yeah. That he doesn't see charms like that. There's not a lot of charms like that in the flock. And he's
Mhm.
just like, "Okay. That's pecking weird. No. I know all of them. I know all of them. Why don't I know you?"
This crow just hops back and forth along the branch, very much amused at his confusion.
Like, "All right. Keep your secrets. And
I will, thank you.
all right. Fine, if I can't hear from you, then I'm gonna go find Dad, and he'll tell me. And sticks his tongue out at it.
It, like, shakes its tail feathers at him.
Mhm. He's so mature. He's the most mature. It's ends well for you who might still be keeping an eye on things. This is a sharp change from how he was acting when around other people. The way he
Mhm.
interacts with the birds is, for one, very familiar, and it's very. You can tell this guy is, for one, not that old, um, and for two, he is a little shit. And it's like, fine. If you're gonna be a prick, then I'll be a prick too. I'll get my answers. You don't get to keep your secrets. Screw you. Uh, and
And
he
there's,
has, yeah.
I
Go.
think, like, from right, like, a little bit next to Jubilee, there's, like, a rattling sound,
Mhm.
uh, and the sort of turning of pages, and
Uh-huh.
if he looks over, well, actually, I'm gonna have you roll whatever you're rolling first.
Yeah, this is. Yup. So he doesn't jump. There is no surprised bird noises, nor floof of feathers. He keeps his composure. Mhm.
It's the little girl from the market who's holding up a little, uh, her little notebook,
Oh.
inside of which is written, "Q, be nice."
Wait.
Um, and the crow in question with the funny little hat and the funny little, purple gemstone,
Mhm.
tied to its chest along with the charm, flutters down and lands on her shoulder.
Hmm. Juby has to process several things very quickly because he knows these birds and he knows what the charms mean, and he doesn't know this one, and that's weird. That's very weird. That's not right. Um. Also, suddenly child, which he thought he lost track of the children, and now the children are back. Okay. Third, children. The child knows the crow. The child knows the crow by name, and the crow likes the child. Uh. This has so many confusing possibilities here that he got an 18. No tune effects pop up around him. He's good. But in spirit, the question marks are there.
Meanwhile,
He's,
she is just not explaining shit. I think,
yeah.
like, after she gives, the newly named to Jubilee Q,
Hmm.
a couple scritches and maybe a little piece of bread from her pocket, or a piece of apple, I think.
Hmm.
Um, she will pull out a little bone flute and, start playing a funny little song.
Uh-huh. And yeah, yeah. This is not what he was expecting when he came home today. But all right, he just gives her a look like, well, wasn't expecting another songbird around town. All right.
She waves at him.
And there's an exasperated laugh from Jubilee. Like, you and that other one are certainly the oddest pair that I have seen here. A while. All right.
Speaking of the other one, he, like, drops out of the branches of the tree a little bit behind Juvi.
He still keeps his cool. He's fine. But he does shift a bit so that he is leaned back against the tree and able to look up and be able to keep both of them in his line of sight. And just, ah, that's where you went. I'll admit it's a good hiding spot. Well done.
He grins.
All right, don't get too cheeky now. So you two are causing havoc in the market. What are you doing here? Where are your parents anyway? You don't l
um,
You're not from town, are you?
the little girl, like, gives this dramatic offended gesture when he suggests that they were causing havoc,
He gives her a look, like, "I know."
and she just pulls out her notebook and writes down, "We were the picture of politeness, thank you very much."
Doubt.
The thing is, they were.
They were up until they started running away from him. Juvie is not admitting to the fact that he was part of the chaos. Like, "Alright, fine." But you why did you give me those? Anyway,
She writes down on her notebook, "You wanted them."
I well, yes, but you didn't need to I don't think you 2 know me. I mean, you might have heard about me if you've been here. I don't know. Uh, I I don't know you 2. You didn't need to. That was your whatever gemstone. I don't know. It was shiny. Blackberry said it was shiny. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Uh, I still. You didn't have to do that. You, if you want them back, you can have them. You didn't need to give them to me. I'm just some random person. You really need to be careful.
She shakes her head and then just spends a while like scribbling down in her notebook. It takes her a hot minute,
Mhm,
and then she turns the notebook around and it says, God, how would she phrase this?
mhm.
It's good to help. My papa says it's good to help others where you can. And you wanted the thing but didn't want to buy the thing, and I'm good at trades.
He just
The little boy comes up next to her and then just writes one of his own signs in a little yellow notebook that and turns it around for Juby to see that says, "She can't be convinced otherwise." It is
yeah,
arguing with a brick wall, at which point she whaps him over the head with one of her wings.
yeah, that is how Yeah, that does seem like sibling behavior. Yeah, hmm. And he just sighs and is like, "Okay, alright. Well, thank you, I guess. Really, what I mean, I get that nothing happens here, but why are you 2 wandering about on your own?" Like, I know that because I'm from here. I know that nothing happens here. But you lot, I haven't seen you here, which is admittedly kind of odd, 'cause
Um,
nothing happens here.
it's actually the boy who writes the next note, taking a minute while the little girl plays with Q,
Mhm,
giving Q little treats.
mhm,
um, and when he holds up the sign again, or not the sign, the notebook again, it says, Papa Reyes is asleep and Papa Robin is back at the house.
Did you 2
So
sneak out?
dot 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 no? Question mark?
You did.
Is it
Yeah.
really sneaking if we had permission?
Mm, debatable. Depends on if there was stealth involved, and if you should have had someone to accompany you. For the
Stealth, yes.
record.
Accompaniment, no.
Mhm. Yeah, they can tell as well. It's not like, "Oh, you should have been listening to your parents." This is almost impressed that these 2 kids are just wandering about. Like, "Alright, fair, well done, because they did manage to lose him. It's like, "Alright, fair, okay, fine."
The girl pulls up her notebook and uh, it says, "We're getting so good. We're getting so good at disappearing without the waystones."
The what? Wait, nope.
Um, the
I
they
d that
both kind
sounds
of do
like
a little.
plot. That sounds like plot. I don't need to know about that. Nope, never mind. Mm-mm.
They both kind of do a little hand wavy gesture, like, "Yeah, no, 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 it's not a big deal."
Yeah.
But Juby would notice that they both have those weird purple crystal things.
Mhm. He is noticing. He is noting this. It's like, "Nope. I'm shopping today. That looks like a thing that if I start looking into it will lead me down a rabbit hole. No, I'm avoiding plot. I'm not going into plot. I'm not looking at plot, even if I'm still gonna keep interacting with these kids because what the fuck is up here?" They know the crows. These as well, they notice, probably expected, but there is no reaction to him for either of those names. He does not recognize either of the names of their parents.
Mhm.
Yeah, which, fine. He's like, "All right. So are you just passing through then? How long are you lot staying here?"
Um, and the boy kind of pauses, tilts his head, and writes in his book, "Not sure. Papa hasn't said anything about going back yet.
Hmm.
I think he likes staying with our Tio."
Your Tio? It's a slight head tilt.
And the kid writes in his notebook, "Our Uncle Raven."
This time the tune effects do pop up, and it's just a dot, dot, dot. Uh-huh. Raven. Like like the one here, the one in town, the one with all the crow. That Raven? That Raven.
They both nod.
And there is just the prayer hands and deep inhale from Juby. Just
While Juby is processing this, the little girl has pulled out several like gift boxes and is putting things that she traded for in the market into
mhm.
different gift boxes.
Aw. Just so wait, so run that by me again. So you're Raven's niece and nephew,
Yes,
and mhm,
they both nod again.
mhm. Uh, okay, okay. Um, one, just hold on that thought. You can go back to what you were doing. I need to go. I had a change in plans. I need to go. Okay. Uh, thank you for the trade and helping me with that. I appreciate that. I need to go. I'm gonna go. Okay. Bye.
Quick before Jubilee can leave,
Mhm.
the little girl reaches up to her hat again and
Mhm.
pulls away one of these red rose flowers, which she will do a little flap, hop up, tuck it behind Jubilee's ear,
Aw. And
and then go
yeah,
back to what she was doing.
he takes that again, thanks her, does small bow because yes, um, and makes a swift exit started by Misty Step, which is very much still a crackling storm cloud that uh goes towards where they know uh a certain old crow's house is.
Mhm,
And Juby is not running so much as he is flying.
mhm,
Cause what the fuck? Um and he makes his way there very fast, cause this is Rogue. He is a rogue. He has
Rogonium.
yeah, dash, bonus action dash. This Neum and Dumble half crashes into the main courtyard of the house and just in a complete flurry of feathers and chaos just Dad, where the fuck are you? What the fuck is going on? And I
And I
haven't
think
rolled quick perception.
yeah, have him roll a quick perception. It's not a high DC.
Mhm. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes it. Cause a certain guy walks out of one of the buildings and kind of leans against the archway leading into the courtyard and raises an eyebrow and just that looked like a rough landing, mate. Are you all right?
And Juvie is immediately fucking stanced up because he doesn't know that. That old bird man. Who the fuck is that? Why does that look like his dad? That's not his dad. Why the fuck does this guy look so much like his dad? And just, you're not my dad. Who the fuck are you?
Uh,
Fully
I
stands
should,
up.
hope I'm not your dad.
So then who the fuck are you? What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house? Who? What the fuck?
He raises an eyebrow and says, in order. He raises a finger. Robin Calaverta, pleased to meet you.
Mhm.
Staying with my brother? Reconnecting
What?
after several years? Don't think I'm committing any crimes that I know of.
Wait, no, go
So
back to
if you
point
could,
two. Go back to point two. What the fuck do you mean? What? Huh? What do you
the
mean,
man just
brother?
grins. The man just
What?
grins.
What? Huh? What?
He smiles in a way that would be familiar to Juvie because it's the way that Raven smiles when he's making fun of someone, and it's the way Juvie smiles when he's making fun of someone.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's just what I excuse me? That was never mentioned before. What I huh? Hmm?
Don't imagine it would have been.
What the fuck do you mean I have a secret uncle? What? Huh? Wait, there's kids at the market. Your kids. They said what is that yours?
What?
The two
Oh,
short
goodness.
dragon children.
Oh, those kids. My fucking kids, mate.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
that sounds like your child. What? I have cousins? Oh my stars, I have cousins. I didn't.
There's a
I
little jazz hands like, "Surprise!" Very
what?
animus and
Fuck?
all that.
Okay, okay. All right. Okay, okay. So my dad has a brother
Twin,
who is
technically, but yep.
okay. Mm-hmm. Who is more bird than he is. I hmm. And he didn't think to ever mention that for the 20 plus years of my life ever. Hmm? Well, I can understand
To
the first after 17, but
to his defense, he probably thought that I was, either well, no, he wouldn't have thought I was dead. But he definitely thought I abandoned him.
what?
Painful memories.
What kind of plot bullshit? I was avoiding plot. I didn't even take a bloody train here. I didn't do that. I wasn't going to invoke plot. I was just here to shop. I was just here. I was getting shopping done for Animas. And he's just head in his hands, fluffed out to like his wings are a complete mess. They are so fluffed out. They are twice their size. Just a complete mess of grayscale. Uh
This man
yeah.
is laughing at him.
Mm-hmm. Robin does get flipped off by Juby because he hears the laughter and it's just yeah. As well,
Robin will flip him off back.
yeah. I
You
will
gotta return the salute in kind.
I do hand something over because I'm pretty sure at level 20, Robin's past perception is plenty high enough to note. Um,
25.
yeah, yeah. For one, this lad is far more bird than Robin is. Not Robin. Fuck. Raven. I'm already mixing up the twins. Congratulations. I'm so good at this. Um, far more bird than his dad because Raven just has the wings. Juby, in his Grolix, for one, has birdsong. For two, the ear feathers are visible, and for three, the wings are far more animated than ravens ever were.
Mhm.
Um, and on the other thing, this bird boy has so many shiny things on his person that,
He definitely suffers from the bird brain.
yeah, bird brain and plot. There's a lot of plot. If ever there was a question of which of Raven's kids this was, because he did mention four kids of his own, This is this is definitely Juby. If there was ever a question before.
And that just gets the amused look in the raised eyebrow and just, ah, I see you're the one who got the family protagonist gene.
Yes. Yes. Plot happens so much. I was gonna avoid plot today, and now I have secret family. This feels like plot. I hope it's not pecking plot. Oof.
Not as far as I know of. My sympathies,
Grand.
mate.
Grand. So, uh, how the fuck does one introduce themselves to surprise family? Uh, hmm, hmm.
Could try something like this, and he walks a little bit closer, holds out a hand to shake. Hello there. Name's Robin Calaverda. I am your uncle, apparently.
And Juvie will shake his hand and just deflate a bit. Just, Jubilee Yukon, uh, your apparent nephew. Pleased to meet you as well.
Pleased to
I'm
fucking meet
normally
you.
much better about the talking thing. I'm really good with words, just not when surprised.
I don't think any of us are very good with words when we're surprised.
I've met people who are much better than I am. Either way,
Probably got practice.
we'll see. Much better talking my way out of situations. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. I take it Dad's out then. Otherwise, he would have been here laughing at me already, I have a feeling.
Yeah, he's up at the temple.
Ah, of course he is.
Yeah.
Uh, Juby sends a look that direction, like, hmm. Good God, no. I need to. No. I'm not ready for a fight. I'll hold off on that.
Uh, Please don't fight your dad
I'm not gonna fight my dad. Why would I fight my dad? I mean,
or
we've
anyone
sparred.
else.
Well,
Why would you be fighting at a temple?
because the goddess there flirted with my mother. So,
I, hmm. I thought, you know what? Not my
it's
business.
complicated. I think it's complicated.
Yep, and we're gonna leave that in solidly not my business.
Yeah. It's it's a whole story. I don't know how much Dad told you. I know he talks. I may have gotten the rambling from him a bit.
Eh, we've been trading stories back and forth.
Uh, so you You know, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna pretend you have a good impression of me and that he only said nice things about me and didn't say about the bullshit. We're good. We're good. Okay. Don't laugh at me. I've had a long day.
Ah,
Wait.
yes, a very long day of shopping and entertaining children.
Ugh. I can't go shopping here anymore either because I have more family here now. Shit.
He kind of snorts and just pats Juby on the back.
Look, the most places I can go, there's so fucking many. I'm cursed with found family. I am. I'm just cursed. I'm cursed. I keep finding people. And I can't go shopping anywhere. At this rate, I'm gonna have to go to Toontown and no, I can't go there. Hugh's there. Shit. Or Arthur might be there even because he works there, doesn't he? I I know too many people.
Flock
And yes, it
instinct
is.
still runs strong, huh?
Yes, and it is very difficult, excuse you. Beyond just entertaining my apparent cousins, I have to deal with siblings, which you know how siblings are, apparently.
Trust me, fully aware.
Hmm. Try being the eldest of several who are so determined to cause problems and havoc.
Can't say I've been the eldest of siblings, but I've definitely been the most experienced when surrounded by morons.
Yeah. Look, I love my dad. I love my dad so much. I appreciate my dad so much. However, he told me stories. I've heard stories of his adventures. It's mhm, mhm.
Robin kind of presses his hands together in like a prayer hands and just says, dumbass.
Yeah,
Dumb ass.
that's the other gene that seems to run quite strong. Yes, I know I'm insulting myself at the same time, but let's be fair, that's hardly the worst.
Eh, no, you're not wrong either.
So wait, you're where the fuck were you then? If he thought you were gone and you didn't they said, the waystones and what? What are waystones?
Uh, he kind of raises his hand and waves it around and just sort of like teleportation circle. But instead of a big circle on the ground, it's one of these, and he reaches into his backpack, which he has
Mhm.
with him,
Mm.
and he pulls out like a chest height pillar of rock with runes inscribed in it.
You just keep that in there. Just that's just in there.
Oh, there's several of these in here. And he puts it back. They're useful to have on hand, or at least they were. Don't know if they work here.
Juvie just looks so confused. It's like, I'm missing context, but that's a whole ass rock. That's a big rock.
And he kind of taps one of the many trinkets attached to him, which is another one of those weird purple crystals, and says,
Mhm.
"You activate them with these things, and you can really just from one access any of the others. Actually, you can access any of them through this, but
That would be helpful.
yeah, no
And
idea
he
if they work here though."
Mm, damn it.
Hmm.
Tired of having to pay for the stupid teleportation circles. It's so annoying. Everything is so expensive.
Yeah, that's been something that's been a readjustment.
I mm, this okay. Okay. So I'll get this all in order. This is this. That's magic rocks. Thought a piano was something. No, you can just have several. There's massive fucking rocks in your hammer space. That's fine. That's fine. I can't
You
bullshit
had a
me about.
piano in your hammer space.
Yes,
How
maybe.
the fuck? How
I'm
the
a
fuck did you
very
manage
good
that?
thief. Uh, I am very good at things. Yes. You didn't hear that first part.
You're a thief.
No, I'm not. No, I would never steal ever from anybody. I am an upstanding citizen just like my father. And
Damn. Coward.
hey,
I steal shit all the time. So does Raven.
wait, what?
The fuck do you mean, upstanding citizen?
What?
I saw that man steal well over like 90 stacks worth of fucking hay to make mud.
Yeah, that sounds like something he'd do. Why would he put the
Saw that
hay?
man.
He's not hard to take. It's just there. It's just there. It's not hard to
It
take.
is, but it's the village's only food source for the winter. Whatever will they eat to survive? He's just
Mm,
very theatrical and dramatic.
this is familiar. Jimmy is like, oh, that sounds familiar.
This is clearly an established bit.
It's look, that's not impressive. That's just hey, I have some very cool things that I may have acquired through without the use of monetary means.
Robin just grins and says, "When I got bored back where I was, I stole from churches."
Yeah, well,
To be fair, they
Juvie,
were evil churches with
yeah,
torture rooms in the basement, so it's fine. Tax
yeah.
collector.
Well, look, some temples might need to be stolen from.
It's
It's
fine, you
fine.
get it.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
And Robin like reaches into hammer space again and pulls out a very strange looking bright red apple.
Wait.
Which as he kind of rolls it between his hands, Jibby can see what looks like a screaming face trapped under the surface of the apple in sort of just how it shines.
Is that cursed? That looks
Very,
cursed.
very.
You want to roll insight? Roll insight real quick. Just roll insight.
That's a 33.
Yeah. Um. Sometimes a bird is stupid. This is equal impulse to the adventure of, oh, that's weird and random. What happens if I eat it? Um,
Uh,
but at the same
summon.
time, it's like, no, we're not gonna do that. But what? But what if? But no. But
It's not like a dangerous old life curse or anything. It's just a summons a butt ugly motherfucker.
oh, hmm. Yeah, no, no. I'd get in trouble if I summoned monsters. That would be bad. That's bad. Dad would be pissed. Not gonna do that. Even if I could probably kick its ass. Speed run, try and beat the monster before he notices. No, no, no.
Or Robin laughs and just, I would summon it, but my husband is sleeping, so not gonna do that.
Oh shit, that's right. I have another uncle. I have two. It's
That
weird.
is how marriage works. Yes.
Well, yeah, I know how marriage works. I know how that works. I'm not an idiot.
Oh God, for a second there, I thought you were gonna say, "I know how marriage works. I'm married," and it's just, oh, fuck, how much have I missed?
Not yet. I
Not yet.
I I haven't planned anything. It's he is slowly
Not
turning more
yet.
red. He's standing there like, hmm, no, let's move on. And it's like covering his face as he's looking away. Like, no, it's fine. Don't look at me.
Robin just grins and just says, "Well, if it's any consolation, or I don't know what else it would be, I do happen to be a very experienced wedding photographer."
It's fine. I just have a lot. We're just dating right now. It's just we're just dating right now. I didn't plan. I haven't planned. No, nope. It's fine.
GB gets the head pat.
Yeah. He is so flustered. You can again, we're gonna keep rolling with that 33. Yes, whoever he's dating, yeah, he cares for them a lot and may have thought about this.
It's serious.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, gallery. Yes, he is very gay. He's so gay. He's so gay for his partner. His paramour. He loves him so much.
Goodness gracious.
Mhm. Mister, I'm gonna learn this specific old song because it was used as a proposal. I saw this. This is fine. I'm gonna do this because this totally isn't a grand gesture or anything. This is just nice. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
he
Mm-hmm.
gets a handle on himself eventually and shakes himself in a very, very, very Toonish way to clear the color from his face and just okay. Right. We're not talking about that either. We're fine. So you'll How long are you staying? The kids said you didn't know when you're going back?
That's a bit complicated, but we're definitely going to be around for a while.
So you'll be around for Animas.
Well, we were planning on it. Happened to be a bit of serendipitous timing.
Hmm.
It's the
Well,
first time the kids get to celebrate Animus surrounded by other people who celebrate it.
not
So we're definitely
serendipitous
going to
from my
stick around.
shopping.
You don't need to worry about getting anything for us.
Yes, I do.
Mate, you didn't know we existed until like 2 minutes ago.
Well, I know now.
Well,
And
shit, you got me there.
yeah, and the little one, the little sweetheart, she went and just traded shiny things away to help me with my shopping, and I didn't even say anything. I don't even. What's their names? I need to know their names of my cousins, because otherwise, that's awkward. I can't. Yeah. Shit.
Uh,
I didn't even ask their names. I'm a terrible cousin.
to be
What do
fair, you
cousins
didn't know.
even do? I've never been a cousin before.
From what I've heard, it's a bit like being a sibling, but you don't live in the same house.
Oh, that's fine. I can do that.
And he kind of laughs and says, "Uh, the little princess is Talia. Her name's Talia,
Mm-hmm.
and mi guerrerito is that is my son Caron."
Talia and Karen. Got it. I can remember those. I can be very good at remembering those, yes. It's like he's still processing and is like,
Do you need to
good.
sit down, mate?
No, I can stand. I'm good at standing.
Robin pulls an armchair out of his backpack and plunks it on the ground and just nudges Juby.
Yeah, he spins it around to sit down on it backwards and just uh yeah, there's fun little flutters of his wings giving away that yeah, he's processing, but he's also very excited by this information. This is family. 'Cause yay, yay family, but he just doesn't know how to process this or how to express that or what to do. Just like, oh, this is awesome. Oh shit, what do I do?
Take your time.
I'll figure it out. Look, I got the sibling thing down. I have like 12, 13 now? 14?
God
Fuck.
damn. God
I
damn.
I haven't counted in a bit. Um
13 fucking siblings. Are you
they're not
mental?
they're not all here. Here there's I have my little sister, I have Arnita, and then I have Timmy, who's a bullshit menace, and probably fucking stole my snacks again. I need to move the stash. And then there's Vinny, and Vinny's off doing whatever Vinny does. He handles himself. He's Vinny. He's cool. And that's us here. That's us here. And then Villestown, I have absolute bastard brothers. And there's like there's five of six of us. Wait, no. Is he? No, no. I did not emotionally adopt him. No, I did not do that. No. There's five
Raised
of.
eyebrows.
I did not do it again. I can't have done it again. It's there's five of us there.
That
There's
sounds like denial, mate.
nope. No, it's not. It's not denial if he doesn't think I'm his brother. So there's five of us. Yep. And also another little sister over there. And then I have some other siblings around, and I may have two older sisters over in a different city. It's fine. I was just adopted by the Fae as well. It's fine.
Was that all?
That's like them. That's like that. That's about that. That's almost all. Yeah, just a handful of groups. It's not that bad. The number just sounds worse than it is.
Robin has pulled out his own chair and is just like very much doing the gay people can't sit in chairs while looking at Juby.
Yeah. It's well, we're not you asked about my siblings, so there they are.
That's a lot of siblings. God damn.
Hmm.
You definitely got the social gene that skipped your dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of stupid with people. I don't know how he pissed off one of my other father figures so badly. I really don't know how he managed it.
I think I can probably imagine.
Yeah, I have. Hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I love my twin.
No,
However, he is
he's.
a dumbass.
Yeah.
He does not know how to people. I was trying to teach him. I
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah. People like him here. There's people really like him here, and I think they kind of are a bit blind to some things. He's not good at speeches.
They
That's-
definitely enable some of his worst habits. Fucking hermit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you know when we were younger, he only ever left our like project area to go to tourneys for the longest fucking time.
He mentioned a lot of them. I think he has pieces of one of the trophies, I think. He said
'Cause
that they all broke it into like four pieces so that everybody could have it.
yeah, yeah, that was the championships.
Hmm. I'm looking away. I gotta click away from the gallery because that's something Juby's avoiding mentioning. He's very adoptable gallery, we know. It's like, yeah. Yeah, he mentioned those. He mentioned uh what was something bell collecting? Something about bells.
Oh yeah, he had fucking strings of them. Never wore them, despite, the rules, because apparently motherfucker's too cool for rules.
Rules. What rules about bells?
Yeah, bell rules. You lot don't have those here.
No, he just said that they were shiny and fun to win.
Well, that's true,
Sounds like just
but
being a bird.
no, the bell rule is a whole thing amongst he kind of raises his hands and does air quotes honorable warrior types.
There's just
You
a
beat
blink.
someone in you beat someone in combat in a stage setting, they got to give you a winner's bell, which is basically you take one of their bells, or they make you a bell if they haven't got any bells.
You see just processing the loading, literally the spinny loading bar above this bird's head. You can figure putting
You
two and two
really don't
together.
have those here.
It's no, there's none of the wait. This you can figure. He's trying to put together honorable warrior and Raven not equaling each other, and he doesn't know how that doesn't equal each other.
Yeah, no, your dad fights dirty.
Huh? but he's a hero. He does the thing.
Uh, yeah, and he's a motherfucker. He's a sneaky bastard. They called him the fucking angel of death, mate.
I thought that was because he was like married to. Oh, huh.
No, that was a nickname he earned from his championship bullshit. It got exacerbated by the marriage, I'm sure,
Hmm.
but that motherfucker was a menace on the battlefield. Why'd you think the Antarctic Empire was so that?
He just kind of said it was fucking around and finding out.
Oh, it definitely was. He made a funny rectangle out in the ocean and everyone lost their shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, they lost their shit because of how he did it, not the fact that he did it at all.
Mm-hmm. I have to recontextualize several parts of my entire fucking worldview right now. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Yep, and I know several people who will bonk me over the head with a mallet. I'm realizing. Huh. Hmm. Well, I am. Hmm. Hmm.
You learned a thing today.
I learned a great many things today. Um, don't mention like this conversation to my dad. Like half of it. This part especially. Don't tell him that figuring out that he's not actually a, a hero like I thought he was t- shifted some things and made some other stuff a lot easier. Fuck. Uh, hmm.
You good?
It's in the past, but there may have been several identity crises. It's fine. I fought a dragon about it. It's fine. It's fine.
That just gets a raised eyebrow and just Robin will reach into hammerspace again and just pulls out a slice of avocado toast, which he hands to Juffy.
He takes it and kind of munches on it just a bit, like nibbling on it, like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I didn't have a villain arc. Okay. I thought it was. It apparently wasn't.
So long as you
Plot.
didn't subjugate a bunch of people, I'm pretty sure it doesn't count.
Well, I didn't do that.
Yeah,
I
you're
may
right.
have
Not a
blown a
villain arc.
thing up. I may have blown a very big thing up. It's
Who
over the
hasn't blown
papers
something up in their life?
now. Several people? I did.
Boring people, I guess.
I look. My favorite brother has not blown up anything significant. I don't know if he's blown himself up. Like, it's the potions. Potions go ways.
Oh,
He's,
potions are a bitch.
yes, he's a brilliant kid, but potions are bullshit. They're weird. But
Bullshit magic juice.
yes, but he hasn't blown up anything significant, so he's he still counts as cool because he's my favorite.
Now listen, potion making requires at least several small explosions, so
Mhm.
he's still valid.
All right, we'll agree on that.
But yeah, no, back where I was, I blew up a fucking clock tower.
Hey, wait. Hmm. I don't know if I should be insulted by that. Hmm.
Why would you be insulted by that?
Uh, clock towers are an important thing. I think they're an important thing. Don't know
This
if
one
I.
wasn't real. It was a model for a cultural exhibition.
Okay, that's fair then.
The whole
I,
point of it was to get burnt to shit.
yeah.
Me and a friend of mine, we went around placing a fuck ton of TNT.
Oh, like the Toontown goat. That.
Yeah! Is that like the one that they burn down every year?
Yeah,
They
the one that
still
they try
fucking
to.
do that!
Yeah, they try and find it. They've hidden it really well. Supposedly there's a second one. I don't. I went looking once or twice. I could never find it.
They still fucking do that all these years later.
Apparently so. I didn't realize it was that old of a tradition. But yes.
God damn.
Look, we
Oh,
like burning. Burning things is fun.
I
Burning things is
remember
very
burning that thing down the first year they made it.
He's just like, I heard a version of that story. And just
Yeah,
shake hands.
your dad and I, we fucking broke into the park where they were keeping the damn thing, made sure the area was clear of trees so that the, surrounding village wouldn't catch on fire, and then set it off like a fucking candle. It was great.
Yeah, Dad didn't tell it like that. He looks so mischievous as he says this. Like,
How'd your dad
hmm.
tell it?
He said he had to fight off, you know, bandits who were gonna burn it down and had to do that and stop them from doing that. And oh no, it caught fire and he couldn't put it out. It was so sad. Oh no.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit, that fucking liar.
Huh. Yeah. Hmm. Do you have any
We
more fun stories about just about your time? Hmm?
we were
I
young, dumb teenagers. We saw a very flammable object and we had items that had abilities.
I get the
Course
feeling
we
there's a
fucking
lot.
burnt those down.
Get the feeling I heard the wrong version of a lot of stories.
It's this motherfucker going around trying to pretend like he's the good guy and everything. I'm gonna have to
Well,
take his ass down a peg.
okay, so okay, like a good half of it is just people around town playing a game of telephone and making him sound like a legendary hero. Uh, he hasn't exactly tried to stop any of it.
No, he fucking wouldn't, would he?
No.
He's always wanted to be a hero. I'm happy he got it, but goddamn.
So yes, I'd love to hear more of these stories.
We've probably got some time before your dad gets back.
Perfect. Oh, I can't wait for this. This will be so much fun. He's probably got a few hours yet. Those conversations take a while. Yes, let's go inside. I can't wait to hear more.
And Robin will pick up the two armchairs from where he pulled them out of his backpack, pop them back in the backpack, and guide Juvie inside. Do you
Mhm.
think that's a good place for us to stop?
Absolutely. We love ending with funny story time. And somewhere over in the temple to the lady, Raven hears boss music and is not certain why.
Raven's ears are burning.
Yeah, it's like, huh, wonder what that's about. Surely it's nothing. Mhm. And with that, we wrap things up. So, to our dear listeners, both present and future audiences, thank you very much for hanging out with us for this very fun game. And thank you, Whirl.
Thank you so much for playing with me, Noodle. This was a blast.
Hee-hoo! Fun times. And special shout out, thank you to Hex, our backup recorder, who's been here and been super helpful. We love you!
Thank you so much, Hex. We adore you. You're amazing.
All right. Goodbye!
Bye bye.